All right, guys, more huge news coming out of the LEC today. I love this time of the year where we're getting huge stories every single day. Today, we're talking about Kcorp, a team that is always fun to talk about because their fan base is so passionate, so massive. They get excited for everything. They always want to know what's going on. It feels like they're so connected on all the social medias and always talking. The buzz, the hype is always there around Kcorp and what is going to be going on with them. Today, we have an update on their roster for the 2025 season. So, obviously, there's been some question marks about Kcorp and what they have planned going forward into the future. Obviously, the summer regular season for Kcorp didn't necessarily go as planned. They went 4-5. They were kind of a middle of the table team, but in the playoffs, they were actually able to make top four before losing to BDS. 3-2. So, they're kind of like a middle of the pack team. They're a team that's right there looking to kind of crack up into that top three, a team that's looking to hopefully go to World in 2025. That would be absolutely insane. I can only imagine, how excited and passionate that fan base is going to be if some things are going to be going that way. But one of the biggest goals for them in the offseason, and I'm sure for a lot of the fans, was going to be trying to bring back Kana in the top lane, because we can see when we go to the global contract database that his contract expires in 2024. Now, obviously, this is a guy who they just brought in during the summer split, but they were only able to sign him to this deal that was just going to get him to the end of the year, and then he'd be able to kind of weigh his options, find out if he likes Kcorp, if he likes Europe, if he wants to go back to Korea, if he's going to have options, whatever. But obviously, getting a big name Korean import over to Kcorp was a huge deal, and he was someone they were going to be prioritizing and wanting to bring back if possible. And that is the news that we got today from Kcorp on Twitter. They said, update from the LEC about Kana, and obviously this is in French, so we're going to have to do a little Google Translate action here, but it says, at least Google Translate claims that this says, Kcorp has activated the extension clause in Kana's contract. We are proud to announce that Kana will be the Kcorp top laner in the LEC for 2025. So definitely very big news, something that I'm sure people will be very excited about. If we pop on over to the transfer hub, on sheepesports.com. You can see Kcorp here over on the left. It's a little bit cut off, but my screen just kind of a little bit too zoomed in. But that means we now have Kana locked in the top lane with Vladdy locked in the mid lane for Kcorp as well. There's some speculation about what they're going to be doing in the other positions, whether they're going to bring back close or upset Targamas, whether they're going to look at other options or whatever. We will figure the rest of that out this offseason. And as soon as there's more Kcorp news or any other roster news on any teams in the LEC, we will definitely be bringing that to you guys here first on YouTube and all our other different social media platforms. So definitely stay tuned. But this is a very big deal. This is very exciting. And obviously, by locking up a very impressive, very talented top laner, that should, one, show you guys that they are very committed to being a competitive and top team in 2025. But also, it should be make it easier to bring in other players. Be like, hey, you want to come play with, this awesome top laner that we already have? We can round out. You can be that next missing piece of this roster that's hopefully, like I said, going to take us to Worlds in 2025. And there's definitely a ton of other European teams that we've heard are maybe going more budget or maybe aren't going to be as competitive, or we've already seen, having some issues. Obviously, Mad Lions Koi kind of fell off a cliff towards the end of 2024. So there is some room to make a push and be one of those top teams in 2025. So it'll be interesting to see, like I said, if Kcorp is able to take that next step. Obviously, how they round out the rest of their offseason is going to be a very big thing there. We did have Kana ranked in the LEC Summer Split as the number 5 top laner in the LEC. Like I said, always got to take stats with a grain of salt because, hey, Kcorp is a middle of the pack team. League is a team-based game. It's a snowbally game. If your team gets behind, sometimes your stats are going to take a little bit of a hit. So it's possible that Kana, that these stats don't even necessarily reflect his skill and his ability and all that stuff. But also, you got to keep in mind that he was also thrown in the middle of the year, which can always be a little bit difficult. You didn't have the whole offseason to prepare and to get ready and stuff. He's also being thrown into Europe, which is a new environment, language barriers, and blah, all this different stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see now that he has actually a full offseason to prepare with Kcorp and, whatever jungler, whatever team they get to round out this whole roster, how that will make Kcorp and Kana's own individual performance even stronger going forward into the next year. I think many people expect that he will be even better last year than we did see previously here. You can see all kinds of different champions he was able to play. Some really nice scores on stuff like Camille, those big carry top laners, Jace, undefeated on Camille, undefeated on Jace with big KDAs, Renekton looking really really, really good. So yeah, this guy has potential. This guy has talent. This guy is a definitely a force to be reckoned with. I know a lot of people said, oh, he wasn't that good in the LCK. He was washed, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Still a guy coming over to Europe. If he's motivated and if he is looking to prove himself to hopefully bounce back into those teams and stuff like that, this could be very, very exciting. But like I said, I'm still curious to see what exactly this deal is going to be. Did they lock him up for 1 more year, 2 more years? I don't know. All we saw so far was this tweet from Kcorp on Twitter saying that they activated the extension in his contract. So very, very exciting. Not only that Kcorp got the guy that I'm sure they were most interested in, but also Kana seemingly, showing his support and interest in Kcorp as well, saying, hey, I want to be here. I want to extend. I want to try to do something great in 2025. So that should be very, very fun to watch. Some other random news coming out of the LEC, stuff that maybe isn't big enough for its own video, but I still did want to report to you guys. This is a couple days old now, but Team Vitality put out, despite massive efforts, Team Vitality have been unable to secure a new team for Kcorp and Hillsang in 2025, and will be playing the duo in the LEC next year. So again, that's another thing we have added to the Sheep Esports Transfer Hub, that it looks like that Team Vitality roster is locked in with Nako, Linkus, Chayek, Karji, and Hillsang all on that team. And it looks like that bot lane from Team Vitality is coming back for the next year in 2025, which will also be exciting because that's obviously some talented big name players there. It'll be interesting to see how that Team Vitality lineup performs next year. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace. Everything we are doing here at Sheep Esports for the rest of 2024 is powered by Holy. This is an awesome company that makes great tasting energy drinks that also just so happen to be healthier than the competition as well. They sent me this starter set deluxe, which comes with a Holy shaker and then 14 individual servings of Holy Energy, Holy Hydration, and Holy Iced Tea. So you get a ton of awesome stuff for a great price. And if you want to get even better price, check out the first link in the description below. Use discount code SE5 to get €5 off your first order, or SE10 to get 10% off your entire basket. If you guys want to help continue to allow us to provide the amazing coverage of both Worlds and the offseason that you guys know and love, definitely check out Holy, buy some stuff. It would mean the world to us. Thanks.